And we're live for another shadow reading because I know that's where this bitch is going. On Mercury Day. This one's gonna be hosted by Buddha. You see that little child sitting next to Buddha? I didn't realize that. That's perfect. Yeah, you're gonna sit in, and as we do the adult work here, I'm gonna teach you how to do some adult work. Who am I? Let me open my chakras. Let me grab some tissue. This one's gonna be a crier. Everybody stretch. Really? Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's hidden in the chakras. Did you hear it? Oh God. Let me put my hair up. What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the hostess, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium. Oh yeah, I need your book. Psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American civil. It's not going to be in this book. I am the messenger of God, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you had to see when I posted. Do you guys hear all those weird noises? It's the chair. It does all kinds of weird stuff, and I can't get comfortable, so all those extra noises. I liked my chair. I'm gonna go get the There's certain sounds I like. And I like the ooh 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 ooh. Anyways, yeah, I'm God's first child. Obviously, not very evolved. The wisest and oldest, supposedly, but whatever. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. Somehow, Buddha got dragged into this conversation because he was just sitting here before I got here, or he knew it was about to happen when I left here. Probably. They know what we do not. What did he know? That I was about to get triggered? What happened? It's funny. I was like, every one of my videos, I was like, what makes me so powerful? Is because I do shadow work. What am I about to do? Shadow work. By choice? Yes. I choose of my own free will to face my shitty self and deal with myself. Really? Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Dude, as I'm out there, I'm literally telling this person, this is an acceptable time to cry and mourn and go through the feelings of what this feels like. It's like, dude, I can't believe this is happening again. I was like, it happened again because you didn't go through it the first time. And I was like, dude, I have 2 of those stories myself. That's what happened to me in both of my relationships. I was like, I was 19 and it was Christmas Eve. And I saw a picture of another child. I was like, you want me to tell you how the second one did me? Really? Oh, yeah. Usher made a song about this shit. So anyway, she's going through this and she's like trying not to cry and trying to be strong about it and trying to be angry instead of sad. It's like, that's not going to get you nowhere. Now, even though she doesn't really want to deal with how saddening it is, I'm going to go over here and shed a tear for you because that was me. Really? Oh, fuck. Now, as much as I want to shed a tear and play victim, I'm currently involved with having an affair with a man that's married. So now I've gotten to the honor of wearing the other fucking shoe, Cinderella. So as much as I want to tell you how terrible it feels to have some woman come into your fucking relationship, let me tell you from the third party outside perspective. Really? Yeah. As much as I could feel bad for her because that happened to me, I can't feel bad because I'm conflicted of me doing it to someone else at the current moment. Realistically? Well, I mean, if you think about it, what do I want from Bobby? I want to make him my husband and have babies with him, which is exactly what his wife has. I'm trying to take him and make him mine. So, in essence, these women that tried to have my men did the same. Oh, how funny. Realistically. Now, that goes back to Buddha. What was this? Cause and effect. Because this is the effect. That's what I tried to tell her. She was really devastated. I guess this happened to her in her first marriage. And she begged him not to be this person. And I was like, oh, shit. Realistically, yeah. I was like, well, on the outside, that I've already been through this twice now. I was like, all that matters when this is all said and done, it's washed under the water. I was like, I mean, I had a lot to say, and I said my piece, and that's between me and her, but all that I was left with was my current self. How does this make you feel about you sleeping with that man And I was like, I guess in some part of my warped aspect, I didn't see myself wanting to take, I guess I didn't want to. Oh, I hate this fucking thing, dude. God, because it's real self. And that's what I said. You have to ask yourself what you really wanted from him. And so if you start at the very beginning when he asked me, he's like, what do you want from me? I was like, I want what I was always trained for. I want that fucking marriage. I was bred to be the perfect fucking wife for fucking men that didn't want me. Realistically, something to that effect. And so right away, my intentions were to make him mine, for him to be that man. And he's like, well, I'm already married. And for some reason, I didn't see that as a no. It wasn't a no. And morally and logically and just internally, because I had been the woman on the other side, I fought all of this. Now you're like, what the fuck is this? This is some devil shit. That's what I said, bro. Realistically, no, but it was heart based. I had to go into that, dude. My heart walked me straight into fucking hell. And I tried everything magically and beyond to make this go away. Any woman or man knows what that feels like, to try to make a love for a person go away where you're crying. You're crying from the pits of your stomach to make this go away. Oh, fuck. It didn't just happen with him. I cried even twice as hard about Russ. I didn't want to have an attraction to this man. He was below my standards. He was weak. He was pathetic. He was embarrassing. He kept embarrassing me. And I'm out here trying to show admiration and love to a fucking scumbag. It looks like I'm trying to kiss a frog. And it's embarrassing to my very existence. I tried to do everything to get out of that one. Oh, and and what comes next? 25-year-old Aligate. Yeah, let's just throw a 25-year-old. Let's just put in fucking 20-year difference, 25-year difference, and see how this feels. I think I'm gonna be sick to my fucking stomach. I'm serious. I'm serious. He's probably playing video games with my son right now. I'm serious. It just got worse and worse. Really? Can I tell you how much I hate this twin flame journey? I'm gonna fucking throw up. I hate this fucking thing. It's a fucking roller coaster of fucking pain. I don't know who the fuck. Fuck you. All of you. Fuck you. All you are is a remembrance of a fucking. And realistically, I can't blame them. No, it was me. I'm attracted to men like them. How sick am I? Fuck. Well, considering the fact that Marshall has so many billions of sick people that love him for, his sickness, you can kind of feel like, one of the stands and be okay with it. I'm part of the groupie crowd, I guess. There's a group of us that apparently find this shit sexy. Until you don't, until you don't, until you don't. And that's what's sickening. There was a part of me that was so in love with Russ. I hate to relive that part and visit that part, but I will one day. I saw him yesterday and I was like, oh, there's my friend. It was a good feeling until it becomes a bad feeling. It becomes a bad feeling real quick. Oh, you give me bad feelings. You hurt the very fabric of my being. He hurts my ego so bad, bro. Dude, you have a. It's kind of that thing. It's like, I would fucking never. Oh my God. Right? And then I don't know. I didn't start that way. And then it came out that way. I'm pretty sure, from the best of my spiritual understanding, it's a love spell gone bad. And it's like, I don't love you. No, I can't stand you. Realistically, he wasn't so intolerable until he was. But then you look at Wolfman, and perhaps he was himself doing invocations, trying to take in my spirit. Bro, I'm going to kick you in your face, bro. And that's where Bobby's like, did you really see an image of him jerking off? I was like, I've seen many of you doing images or in images of what you were doing to my image. You just happen to be in a pentagram. It doesn't matter where you're doing it. It's just as mortifying to whoever. I saw a tree's face in my fucking crotch. Hey, bro, if you don't back up, smack you up. And I even asked him in the physical. This was years ago. I was like, hey, dude, really? Yeah, he had spiritual fucking knowledge beyond my understanding to begin with. And then what? We took away his powers. He has to face his shadows. It's usually how it works for all of them. Marshall, you ain't gonna say shit for never ever. for never ever. Lewis ain't winning no races. Fucking Russ ain't getting no Grammys. Bobby can't get his dick hard. Wolfman's lost his zest for life. I'm all powerful, aren't I, though? I sucked the power straight out of you. I didn't even have to touch you. I would have if I could have, though. Luckily for you, you didn't get the untamed portion of me. Realistically, yeah. For example, Bobby, I saw a vision of you today coming out of the shower looking at your dick and not being pleased that it was long enough. I never saw that image of your dick in my life, but I saw you looking down at it. Yeah, that's not my displeasure. That's you. And I thought about it. I was like, why is he displeased with what he sees? Because you're comparing yourself to all those images of big dick motherfuckers in these pornographies that you watch. You assume they're all big dicks. Well, I mean, that's how they got the role, dipshit. They didn't want no small dicks coming in. What did fucking Morgan say? She said, it's a grower, not a shower. I'm gonna die. Realistically, I don't want to talk about any of this. Is there Scorpio energy up in the moon somewhere? Fuck. Anyway, so she got me really conflicted because really I was totally sucking off some married man in hopes that he was going to be mine. And he, you know what I asked him? This is why I don't really buck him about no shit. I was like, tell me how you feel about me. He finally tells me, I feel like you're the devil trying to convince me that the grass is greener in hell. Given my current circumstances of where I was living and the way I was, you know, what I was pursuing to him as my life, I totally agreed with that. Till later, I realized, nah, bro, you were trying to groom me into a house bitch, and you're the devil trying to convince me that the grass is greener on hell. And you keep making me sin and shit, and you keep making me sink to these real low levels because you're a low life. Why don't you just tell your wife so we can just have an open life? Realistically, I tried to do that. He's not trying to be that person. He wants to live in the lie. Well, I mean, I was willing to live in the truth that I'm the whore. She could, like, you know, she ruined my relationship. Hey, bitch, I came first. Are you going to stand on that? That is the only leg I can stand on. Realistically, yeah. It's not really a place to stand at all. Anybody that fucked him before she did gets to say, I came first. Well, I made a man out of him. Well, you didn't do such a good job, according to the man that I'm trying to, you know, I don't, now that we're talking about it, I don't want to complete the job. You finish the man off. Finish him. Sorry, I know we're talking about your life, or I am, but, you know, and your wife, and everyone with your children. Shall we talk about Cain and Abel? Am I able to talk about your children? Just playing. Not really at all. So anyways, as much as I like to play victim to society, I'm actually the menace of society at this particular moment in time. How does that happen? I don't know. Again, I tried to do everything to fight it because it was just morally wrong. Really? And then when he came to my house and I like couldn't control myself and gave him this amazing blowjob and he disappeared, I felt like, oh shit, maybe he never cheated before and I made him a cheater. And I felt all this condemnation till I realized he totally knew that was going to happen. What the fuck is that? Hold on. It's my daughter. She's like, they have the cutest cat next door. And I was
it's a big old chunky like tabby cat.
A tabby cat? I saw a freaking dog on this floor
like
too.
A little, pearl necklace around its neck.
Didn't you see someone with a fucking guinea pig?
Yeah. She's like, you could pet her, and she was the cutest, nicest little kitty ever.
I'll squish the shit out of that fucking cat.
It's the door next to us. It's right out there, just sitting there.
Are you gonna say thank you?
For what?
Oh my god, Becky, for the madness this morning.
There's one other kid who I saw in there.
See, you two could have been the weirdos that you're like, I look like a fucking idiot. I'm not gonna be here. You did me like Napoleon Dynamite, bro. She Napoleon Dynamite me this morning, bro.
And I got a full bullseye.
So this is what she did. This morning she's like, I have to wear, I should have told her she wore it last week. Maybe she would have remembered. She's like, I have to wear my uniform, which is where? Upstairs on the 5th floor. I was like, fine, I'll go get it. So I go up and I get it and I get her all her stuff. And, then this morning, she's like, I can't find my fucking shoes. And I was posting something. I was like, let me finish typing.
Yeah,
I'll
but you
lose
were
this
saying, like,
thought.
20 minutes.
And she's like, I'll just do it myself.
I didn't
And I was
say
like,
anything. I was just starting to do
fine.
it.
So then she gets her shoes. No, let me tell the fucking story because it's over now. I don't want that. Go put that over there. I already got one. Thanks. Anyways, so she puts her shoes on, then she puts her pants on, and they're too tight. They were too tight last week, and she's mad about it. She doesn't want to get an extra size. I'm like, you're not getting fat. You've grown since the beginning of the year, and they have to give you a new pair. And she's like, no, they don't have no more. I was like, they have more. Quit fucking with me. So this is like the third thing, right? So she's mad about because she has to have it tucked in. She gets graded by how her look is, right? You guys think your looks matter? Really? Yeah, it's military shit. So she's mad about all of this and she's taking it out on me. She gets to school.
I'm not.
No, she gets to school and I'm like, ooh, I'm ready to smoke a joint after I drop her off. Like, get the fuck out of my car. Really? I'm having a period and you're having a period and get out of my car, period. So then I get to the bottom of the hill and I swear to God, she calls me. I wasn't supposed to wear my fucking uniform today. I need some clothes. And she gets quiet. She doesn't say please, nothing. I'm like, I know what she needs, but I'm like, well, are you gonna get me some clothes? I'm like, and if I say no, then I'm fucking leaving here and I'm gonna get my own clothes. I look like a fucking idiot. I'm like, motherfucker. So then I gotta come up here and I'm like, I can't pick your clothes. None of your clothes make sense. I don't know what to wear you. You're wearing high heels, damn it.
I still wear high heels.
She got these fucking Mary Janes that got like a.
You can show them right now.
They're really cute, and she likes them. And she's wearing them with her fucking. She looks like fucking Jonica out here with fucking baggy jeans, wearing these fucking high heels.
So
It's her first high heels, and I'm like, well, whatever, fine. She's like 4 again. I'm like, whatever. She keeps wearing these fucking shoes everywhere. Really? I mean, a girl has to start somewhere, and they got good grip, and she's just liking them. There isn't, because I didn't plan on you being here.
Oh yeah, I skipped 7 because I have a lot of homework to do.
Oh, they're gonna
and
blow
there was
up my
just a
phone.
lecture.
You're getting on my nerves with this. Anyway, so she was all rude about it, and I got her an outfit, and then she's all creeping at my door, and now she's in my face asking me to get her something to eat. If you don't get out of my face, bro, eat your
It's like a
fucking
U-sized cat.
eat your
It's a big old chunky
fingernails. Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna go too deep into the shadow work, but I just wanted you to know that everything outside of me is fucking triggering. I feel for her, and that's it too. And I told her that. I was like, bro, if we did a fucking poll right now, we did some pole dancing to this. I was like, a lot of us are victim to this, but we're not victims. I was like, it has nothing to do with us individually. It has to do with the man on the other side. I was like, it takes nothing to create a baby. Sex makes babies, bro. He didn't go and create a family, bro. He had sex. And I was like, does he have fucking condoms with you? Then why would you expect it? And she'd been accusing him this whole time. She's like, I'm not giving him no pussy. I know he's fucking around. I know he's fucking around. Well, now you got confirmation in the worst of type of ways. And it's not about a competitive thing that he went off to go start a new fucking family. No, he stuck his dick somewhere else because you weren't having his low vibrational dick. And that bitch ended up with his low vibrational baby. Realistically, I mean, seriously. So now you can do either what she's probably going to do and spend the rest of her life competing for his fatherhood, that he needs to be a good father for your kid, her kid versus yours, and always competing, or you could just step the fuck out of this and realize he wasn't there to be a father for yours. And that's it. She put him out in September. And he got put into a man's fucking facility, and he's been doing drugs, and he started fucking, or a singles facility, and he started fucking this girl that she supposedly knew when they were all singles. She got moved in when she had the baby. They were all in a singles facility. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, this isn't never going to be good. And he's on drugs, and she's on drugs, and now she's pregnant. And I was like, dude, this is your way out. If nothing good came from it, it gave you another chance to be a mother again. I was like, this doesn't change anything about who you are. It just hurts internally because this happened to you. Yeah, go ahead. I think she just wants some of that meat, to be honest. I took her not too long ago. I was like, this has nothing to do with you. He was just fucking. That's all that means. He was just fucking whatever he could fuck. And you know what I mean? And if they're over there doing fentanyl together, fuck, bro. You better hope that, you know what I mean, the baby doesn't come. You know what I mean? That she doesn't have a fentanyl baby and there isn't a baby born in that shit. Realistically, but everybody has their stories, dude. And it's like, oh fuck. Now that's their story, and I see it as this: is she's starting a new life, and she was like, dude, I really was considering bringing him back. I was like, not no more, huh? I was like, and that's what God has to do. He has to fucking, you know what I mean, stop you in your tracks. Because realistically, you would have brought that into your house. Now, going back to Bobby, how deluded was I? He's got all kinds of problems why he can't make his own marriage work, and I'm trying to start one with him. He doesn't have what it takes to work his. How is he going to have a working relationship with me? With my guidance, that means I'm in charge of the relationship. And I'm always trying to better him and to get him to stop doing the things that he thinks are acceptable, that he's currently hiding from his current relationship. And then you're like, come on, dude, what the fuck is wrong with us? God, our heart, delusion, confusion, manipulation, hope. You're so mad at yourself, dude. You're like, why did I ever think that I was like, it was going to work with this person? You can go back to you, and that's where you have to be sympathetic, not angry, not hateful, not mean towards yourself. I cannot understand truly why I was with the men that I was with, other than in the beginning, they made me feel special. But that's what everyone can say about every, beginning of a relationship. That special wears off, and now you just don't want to let go of a person. And they really start disrespecting you, and they try to get rid of you, and you beg for them to go, and you just won't break these, what they call toxic ties. So as I'm sitting there looking at her and I'm mentoring to her about, this is a cutoff and you're better off, it's still me talking to my decision that I made the last 2 weeks. It's still me mentoring myself. It's like, "Bro, you didn't have a chance." And I apologize, but, that was the truth with Russ. I was so invested and thought I could have, something serious with these guys. And you're like, "How what woman in their life could think that you could convert Eminem?" And that's where, you know what I mean? That's that uncontrollable, unconditional love where it breaks all conditions. And I think that's why people think they're in these weird soulmate twin flame relationships because they're so toxic. It's not supposed to be a relive of toxic situations, more like an awakening to your own toxicity. Really? If I go back to this and I look at the very beginning of all this, who was the initiator? He said, and I quote, "It's me that's always reaching out to him." And I believe that's true. And I said that. It's like, if I want him, I can have him. If I don't pursue him, then he won't even give in. And that's what I said. So when I stopped going after him, it stopped being a problem. And then I had to ask myself, what was I seeking? What was I going for? And I faced all of that bullshit. And that's what I told her. It's like, what are you seeking out of him? You want him to be something he wasn't to begin with. Really? Well, in her circumstance, she met him when she was in her partying days. And so they had a partying relationship. And then, by getting pregnant and having a baby, now you're thinking that he's going to convert into the father figure. But that's not his mentality. That's yours as a mother. Men don't just convert. It's a free will choice of theirs for somehow. Realistically, I guess there are men, single men, that could say the same about women is that they didn't convert into their role either. Perhaps it's rejectable. Not really sure. But that's how it works. So she tried to turn him into a man by having a baby. And in some cases the men become more responsible, but I wouldn't say that they become mature. They haven't gained enough life experience. And in essence, the young boy, the inner child of him is still running rampant. And that goes back to the relationship, what I told Bobby, like in the last, I don't know, whatever, before I took it away. I was like, you might be a great person to, in your community. You might be a great person at work, a great person in your church, a great person in your neighborhood, a great person at the fucking grocery store, a great person to your sons, and a great person to your wife. But the level of what you give me is horrendous. And then you look back to what God asked me to give you, which was nothing but love. It's like, the twin flame journey is an absolute shit fucking fest. Realistically, I mean, the love's there, but it's meant to teach you the most hardest lessons. And it's like, well, at least I learned these internally with these douchebags where I don't have to relive this outside of myself to relearn these lessons. And again, as much as I don't like the mirrors of people, at least I ain't got to go out there and get re victimized. I can relive my experience through yours, but that's her current reality. And I've been there twice in my life. Both times I tried to make a future with a man that happened to me. I know what you're feeling, and I'm trying to save you from what I did next, which was shut down. And she said the same thing. And they're fucking, and she's fucking below what the fuck I am. I know. They always go for something worse than you. That's the weirdest part. Like, Jesus Christ, did you downgrade? But it makes sense. Why? Because you couldn't, we downgraded to let you in. You never had an opportunity to be at our level. Really? Isn't it the truth though, fellas? When a woman realizes it, and usually men do, they'll tell the truth. I'm the luckiest man alive. Why? Because she chose me. You couldn't have won her over. She had to choose you of her own free will. Men want this woman, and she chose me. Really? It's a beautiful thing. Moving on to it. There was a lot of conviction that happened in just a couple of minutes of a cigarette. Something told me too not to fucking go down there. I had just had a cigarette, and I kind of felt like I was a little bit avoiding her. And then I saw her, and I was like, "Oh," I told her I'll take the dog up and I'll come back down. She's like, girl, I gotta talk to you. Girl, I gotta talk to you. I should have known right then. Uh-oh, she's gonna dump you. Uh-oh. You're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. No, you don't believe it. I fucking believe it, bro. That shit happened to me twice. Really? Now, let's think about her. Is she gonna let this? She's gonna keep, and that's what everyone's saying. How are you? And she keeps cracking. She keeps trying to hold it in. She can't hold it in. Everybody's going to tell you how are you because they care for you, but you can't hold it in, and now she's persecuting herself. As soon as she starts to cry, she's like, I'm okay, I'm okay. She's lying to herself. And that's what starts this unhealed version of denying your feelings. And she's right next to me. I'm her closest friend. I am your spiritual healer, and I'm trying to teach her to let it out, and it's okay, but I can't. No more than I can help her can I help any man. And it's a masculine in both women and men where we will not let you see us cry over this. We will not feel weak. We will not. We cannot allow ourselves to feel weak to our feelings. That this genuinely fucking hurts. It hurts my ego. It hurts my soul. It hurts my being. My life is crushed. I have no idea how I'm supposed to go from here. Now, keep in mind, as a tower works, this is all happening inside of you. Outside, it's just another Wednesday to her. She doesn't realize that right now. Her entire reality is crushed. Her dreams of a future with this man, her ideas of even this weekend, her entire fucking reality is crushed. And she's not actually experiencing this man. She's experiencing it when it happened to her and her first husband, with her first husband, is what she's telling me. Her aunt called right when I was there, and she's like, I'm reliving fucking time. The same thing that happened to me with this man just happened. He's having a baby. I just found out he's got a girl pregnant. I was there twice too. Why? Because we didn't learn the first time. You want to blame them or us? We attracted the same type of low vibrational shit, bro. Promise you. Terrible, right? Now, let's talk about you men that are sticking your dicks in women unprotected. This could have been a little bit avoided if you spent like a couple dollars on your fucking date. And instead you bring in a child. And that's what happened in my first one. He denied it. He denied it. He denied it. He kept saying no, it wasn't his. He was like, no, he wouldn't tell me the truth. That's where he fucked up. This baby had been around for already a year and a half. The fucking grandparents, everybody knew about it but me. He denied it just to me. And then when he was around me, he would act like, that the baby didn't exist, which was playing games with the child. One minute he's active in their lives and he's, pretending like he cares and he wants to play daddy for this kid. And then when I come around, he wants to pretend like that kid doesn't exist and play daddy for my kids. That's all twisted, bro. That's all kinds of fucked up. Who are you lying to? Really? Because everyone on the outside knows you're jumping from home to home. And why don't you just understand that and work on that? I mean, realistically, where'd it come from? Sex? Why can't sex be forgivable? It's unforgivable. I mean, it was intentional. It didn't just start with sex. That's where they always say it's always sex. No, you can see this was going on. Me and Bobby had been fucking around for 3 years before I slept with this man. Okay, no, that's not true. Realistically, it happened the second time he showed up at my house. The first time I ended up giving him a fucking blowjob, completely couldn't understand why I did it. Second time I invited him over, and it was a fucking quickie, and I never, before Christmas or around Christmas, I just remember Christmas lights. It's all lights. That's not fucking funny. It was traumatic. Then I didn't see him for like another year or two. But I'm telling you, the impulse was still there. Really? Yeah. And he was building it up. He knew what was going to happen. And I finally just kept telling him, are you ready to cheat on your wife again? Realistically, I took on what was happening. But why was I doing that? Truth? Because I thought it was going to bring us closer to something real. So why is this girl sleeping with her man? Because she thought it was going to bring him closer to something real. And it sounds like they were just friends with benefits. No, they're going to be fucking step parents. God, I hate hell on earth. This shit doesn't exist outside of this realm. Really? Yeah, I'm just stuck in the middle of it. Really? And I'm supposed to be moving and shit. And apparently I'm being a terrible parent because I haven't gone fucking grocery shopping. I hate hell on earth. And I'm supposed to be preparing for another fucking these kind of things, bro. How am I supposed to be thinking about new love? Because these things still haunt me. I tried to tell you that in my earlier video. Shit haunts you. You want to talk about that? I didn't want to talk about that. Let's talk about it. I don't want to. Okay, then we're going to make it. We're going to bring this up in real life. Damn, it's not my life. It's hers. But it was. That's where I go back to all of them. How'd you get caught up with Morgan? Because, bro, I met her at a time in my life and I recognized she was going through something similar to what I've been through. And I was able to heal myself through her current reality. But the reality was I was just healing an old part of myself and she's still currently fucked up. So right now, looking at B's situation, I'm healing the old part of me that went through that. But the real truth is, she's just about to start going through that. She has a lifetime of this. What? Co-parenting? If it's true, and she hasn't even confirmed it, but it sounds like it's pretty true. She was getting calls because they all stayed and they were like, "Did you know?" and "Did you know?" And that's what happened to me. They come telling you, like you already fucking knew. No, I didn't know, bitch. What you fucking talking about? So she's trying to call the lady and say what's going on. I was like, "B, stop right there, bro. Just stop." I could tell her you know what I mean, but she's gonna do what her impulse is to do, which is to fight. If she lets herself get angry, she's likely to do all kinds of terrible things. If she lets herself get hurt, you're safer when you're hurt, dude. Realistically, yeah, because the pain, the sadness will wear off. The fucking anger doesn't. It gets stronger and it gets fueled by more action. You know what I mean? You're waiting for them to feed into it. But when you're just sad, it wears out eventually. You can only cry for so long. But if you don't cry, it turns into anger, a fire, and it can just build and it just swells forever. It's better to let the waters, you know what I mean? How do you put out a fire? With water. She doesn't want to cry. She doesn't want to feel how bad it hurts. It hurts. I don't want to think about it. I don't even want it. What are you doing? It's right there. It's right in front of you. And that's shadow work. It's right in front of her. It's all over her. She has no choice but to think about it and feel it, and she's doing everything she can. If she's not careful, she'll end up fucking doing drugs. That was her fucking go-to. And I hope that doesn't happen, but that's what happens, dude, when things get too hard and you don't want to think about it and you don't want to feel it because it hurts too much. How are you going to put yourself out? That's what makes me so powerful, because I really let this kill me and transform me, and I'm reborn from it. And I'm trying to walk her through it. I'm this close. And I can send her all my videos, dude, but in the end, it's your brain. Your brain won't let you hurt. It keeps telling you, no, fuck him. It wants to be angry. It wants to make up all these stories. And that's what we talked about in the cards. Change the fucking narrative. Don't let your brain tell this story. Let it be heard. You really hurt. This was devastating. I can't believe this has happened. It's not the first time. I feel shattered. Let your feelings be heard. Don't be mad. Be sad. Be honest. Be true. Because that anger, dude, that turns into cancer, bro. Really? Yeah. And again, I'm just sitting there feeling fucked up. It's like, it could have been me if you didn't pull out. Why'd you pull out? I think that you're lying about the vasectomy. That was a scary moment. Really? Yeah, I didn't think I had anything to worry about. He kept telling me I didn't, but I didn't trust him. And then he pulled out, and I was like, uh-oh. And I got scared. I remembered that happened, and I got scared, and I started going to the fucking clinic. I was like, no fucking way. No way. But by the time I remembered what had happened, it had already been a couple days. I was like, oh my God. And I accused him of it, and he said some shit. I was like, dude, you've got me fucked up with one of your other girls. And he's like, oh, thanks for showing me you're crazy. I was like, why? Because my memory's fucked off? Fuck you. Really? Yeah, he didn't tell me why he pulled out. I was like, uh-oh, you lied. And I knew he was lying. Why couldn't you just admit that you can make babies? Douchebag, I'd have fucking came with double fucking rubbers. I'd have put you in one. I don't want to have babies. That's what he kept saying. I was like, it's my destiny. It's my biggest fucking fear. As soon as I was done, I was like, I don't want no babies. I don't want to get married. This is exactly what I told him after sex. Really? I don't want to get married. That was never my idea. God keeps making me do this. I didn't really want to do this. I didn't want to fucking do this for all obvious fucking reasons. I fucking failed horribly. I was a sex slave and a loser to losers. I don't want to ever do this again. God. And then it's all around me. It's like, your fucking story's real fucking inspiring. Well, realistically, I can look at the guy she was dating, but look at the guys that God keeps sending me. He just makes me fall in love with impossibilities. They're literally impossible, but he wants to make this a possibility inside of me so I can face my biggest fears. Why? Oh, God. Sorry. Then you got Big Dick Davison, fucking Hades over there. Fucking Uncle Nasty, ready to rock my sexual world. I'm like, I don't want to fuck him. God damn it. I just talked about my vaginal fucking issues. I don't want it. Please don't. And they're going to be like, wasn't that the best time of your life? Shut up. I still didn't get a husband, did I? I'm just saying, you can't keep a man with sex alone. Obviously, you can make babies and stuff, but that just means, and that's what I told Bobby. That's what I told everyone in the beginning. Why? Because I was certain of it. I don't want to raise kids by myself ever again. I'm not going to do this. There's nothing, by that time I was certain, there's nothing you can do to keep a man. At any time he can walk out of your fucking life. It's a free will choice. I was positive of it, so I wouldn't even bother. Why? Because I was sure of it. There's nothing you can do. There's no pleasing behavior. There's nothing you can do to keep a man. If I didn't know it in my own life, I could look at someone like Kim Kardashian or all the rest of these wonderful women that couldn't keep, you know what I mean? Couldn't keep a man happy. If like a bitch like that can't keep a man, then we're doomed. And it has nothing to do with us. It's that men have these uncontrollable urges to have sex with children and feet and want to do butt fucking and have sex with men. They have uncontrollable urges that have nothing to do with us as women. But it's demeaning to us and degrading, and we're always in this sense of competition, trying to keep his attention and his love, which is all based on these fucked up conditions that are shifting from moment to moment based on his new desire. I'm very Lilith right now. I want to throw my fucking soda across the wall. I'm so filled. Like, if you could see my inner child inside of me, I'm so filled with it. I fucking hate men, bro. I fucking hate men, bro. I fucking hate you fucking slime balls. You have no fucking sense of self, no control, no fucking heart, no wit, no fucking humor, no fucking nothing, bro. What do you have? A weak ass appendage that is nothing but fucking extra skin. that gives you such fucking power and dominion over something like me? You fucking clown. I could send in any hot girl, dress my daughter up, and watch you fucking drool. Watch you fucking lose everything. You're fucking pathetic, you fucking slime. Ugh, hate men. I knew this was gonna happen. Really? How can you not hate men for something like that? Does it have something to do with her? That she did it have something to do with her that he can't keep his fucking dick to himself? That he's, you know what I mean, that he's manipulating her into thinking he's a family fucking man and easily, you know what I mean? Who else are we talking about here? I hate men. This is terrible. Realistically, I mean, it's the core of my being. It's loathsome, but for obvious reasons. It's completely validated. It's like, why are you such a fucking man eater? Bro, look at these motherfuckers, bro. What else are you supposed to do with these bitches? If I ever saw a fucking man worth fucking having, God wouldn't even give me the fucking urge to have him. Why? He made me attracted to fucking devils, low level human beings, rulers of hell. Oh, you guys are some classy bitches, let me tell you. Realistically, I mean, they're full of their own fucking, we got fucking pride, vanity, fucking lust, gluttony, fucking, they're just so full of themselves. They got the whole fucking smorgasbord of shit. You love it until you can't stand it. Oh no. Because that's where you are. You're disgusted with yourself. Why did I even fucking fall for a fucking loser like this? Why did I even think that I could have something real with a fucking flamer like this? This fucking cunt ass bitch. He ain't worth shit. Why the fuck was I even sleeping with you, you fucking punk ass? Yeah, go sleep with another bitch. You're just out here using bitches, you fuck boy. You just need to sleep with a bitch to get ahead. Because you ain't shit. You're trying to prove to the boys. You're trying to prove to your job. You're trying to prove to your mama that you got a girl. Ain't no real woman want to fuck with a bitch like you. What the fuck is wrong with me? Really? That's usually how it goes. You'll hate yourself more than you'll hate them. They're a reflection of how fucking pathetic you are. I just want to cry. I can have sympathy for being such a pathetic person, but it doesn't make me feel good. I mean, you go back to the first one, it's the first boyfriend, and he's, popular and he sells drugs and he has money and he's buying me things and this is cool. No. In essence, it's like a child that doesn't know better. And the second one was just twice as pathetic. I'm trying to rebuild my life and I take on a fucking, you know what I mean? Oh God. I just hate myself. I don't even care because you can look at them grown and they didn't become anything. And any woman that probably ever touched these men is filled with the same kind of shame. And the sadness is these were somebody's children. These are grown men that were raised by women that we typically know as their mothers. And it's like, how could you? Whatever. There's so many of them. I'd like to think there's not so many fucking loser fuckboys. What do we call them? What did I call him? God, what did I call you last week? It was really good. I put it in a text message. I can't remember. Really, I'm in my shadow. I can't remember, but I made fun of you and projected on you. Anyways, there's a bunch of these fucking douchebag dudes that sleep around with a bunch of bitches and shit and get them excited on the idea of a relationship, and they come in and play this little, you know what I mean, this little fairy tale role with them and shit. Let's cuddle and chill and let's make breakfast and let's pretend like we're something for a little while, and then they like ghost and disappear, and they use this twin what is this, the Tinder swindler is what they're showing me. Oh no, bro, how do we get caught up in that? Well, if I look back at it, I think we're like prime suspects to this bullshit. We fall for it. Really? You think you'd be sad, but you look at someone like Britney Spears and you look at fucking Cardi B and you look at Nicki Minaj and it's like, well, first off, is it a Sagittarius thing? No, just kidding. You're like, well, I guess it just happens. A dominant person tends to take to a weak person, I suppose. I don't know, bro. But I feel for her because she's got a lifetime of trying to understand it and deal with the emotions. And it's happened to too many women. And it's like, that's what I told her. I was like, dude, you're wearing the stripes that many of us wear. Try to wear them better than some of those other crazy baby mamas. Yeah. I mean, realistically, I like to consider myself the better of his baby mamas. Why are you being so competitive? I mean, it just is, isn't it, though? I like to keep my mustache waxed so I don't fall into that. She became a lesbian, so I think anyway. Yeah. She turned into a lesbian and I turned into a priestess. Yeah. What happened to him? He's bisexual. That tells you everything you need to know. Loonies. Looney Toonies. Really? I mean, I could write books about it, but why? It's just my life. That's just one chapter. It happened twice. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. And those are the failures that made me quit. Really? I heard I'm not a quitter. I gave up for good reasons, dude. I wasn't Marshall. I had to go out there and get fucked over all over again. I at least did this twice. I got beat down twice before I gave in. I took it, dude. I put in decades on that bitch. Really? Yeah, and that's why I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get married. I'm never gonna have children again. I'm done. I'll never do that again. Really? What's the point in dating if I was ever? Why would I date when that's all I really wanted? There was no point. I just cut it off. Really? I don't know. As far as sexual desire, I don't know if that was even ever there. But I caught off the idea of it. Just wasn't in my future. I created a happy future for myself without men, and I was well on my way with my music. I had this really great future of myself with no children and no man and just absolute fucking freedom. Those were the hardest years of my life was trying to be in a relationship with a man that it didn't work. So you can imagine how I don't want the very thought of giving years of my life to a man and this might not work is not very appealing to me at all. And God's forcing me to face my fear through a fucking married man that currently is cheating on his wife and is just all kinds of fucked up. Or I can choose Russ, who's a fucking mommy's boy, who's all kinds of fucked up. Or I can choose Marshall, the domestic violence fucking. We can take the womanizer over there. Are these all my options? What the fuck? Realistically, you did it for me in the past life, but not this life. This is not. I'm not feeling it. I'm not really. I'm so serious. You made it impossible. I got a headache and I cried, so I guess I'm gonna have to go to the store and get some Oreos and call it a day. I don't plan on moving that room, and that's what everyone said. Take it slow. I am, and I'm blaming it all on my period. Really? Because that's really the problem. And I can't do it. Mm, I did so much yesterday. I'm so proud. I thought I could really finish strong today. The problem is, I did so much yesterday. I can't do nothing today. I don't know. I didn't really portion out my energy properly. I just kept going until my knees gave out. Until my knees gave out and I gave in to McDonald's. That's when it happened. Really? Yeah. I hate McDonald's. I don't hate McDonald's. I lived off McDonald's, bro. When I did worked in the sales team, dude, we used to wake up. We just ate McDonald's. We would just travel from state to state, and it was all about McDonald's. And I used to be like, dude, this is the best fucking cheeseburger of my life. And he was like, lucky you say that every time we eat a cheeseburger. It was like a fucking Dory moment. And now, dude, it's like it's a fucking. I don't want to eat it, dude. It's like Little Caesar. Please don't make me eat it. I don't want to. I will eat my saliva. Don't make me eat that shit. I didn't eat McDonald's, by the way. I got it for the kids. I don't like McDonald's anymore. Really? Yeah. Okay. Did you guys do your shadow work? Probably not. That's what sets us apart. Everybody thinks wants to be magical, but nobody wants to face the problem, which is what you. I got a lot of problems. And did you see all those problems I exposed just by going outside and having a cigarette with a fucking neighbor? That's why I don't want to be your neighbor. That's why I want to live in the woods. Those type of memories don't come to me in the woods, you know. They don't come like that. People don't just come up and remind me of how terrible my life was. Anytime I go outside around here, it's fucking shit. It's not her fault. It's she's reminding me, but at the same time, she's about to have she's in a terrible life. That sucks. Really? Hey, it's not just us. Realistically, no. Do you know somebody that happened to? Usher made a song about it. Now I'm having a baby by someone I don't even know. I think that you should. I should send her that song. She's really gonna cry. Realistically, you're not supposed to give into it, and that's where Allie's music comes in and really tears your heart out. Oh god damn it! I'm gonna have to send her some Allie music. Really make her hurt. Why? Because that's how you heal. The way to healing is hurting. Nobody gets this. It's like you spend all your time hurting. No, I actually just hurt and don't know it. So when the time comes up, I deal with it. But no, I don't like to hurt. I don't go looking for hurt. It finds me. I just hurt. I have a lot of hurt and shame and blame and embarrassment and regret. And apparently, I'm mentally ill still. Realistically, I mean, no, it looks like you're mentally ill. Like he asked me something stupid like that. He tried to make me feel like I was crazy. He's always trying to make me feel like I'm crazy. He's like, you asked me to leave my wife. Why would you ask me to do that? Why are you talking to me like I'm fucking crazy? Let's think about this here. And why have to become the representation of every fucking side chick? Well, let me think about this, Bobby. Why would any side chick ask the fucking dude to leave his wife? Do I have to explain this to you like a child? Because you're talking to me like a fucking child. There's no stupid fucking prizes in your stupid fucking games. Okay? Stupid. Realistically, yeah. Said some stupid shit like that. I'm like, I'm trying to have fucking family. I'm trying to have babies and shit. He's like, you want to have a baby in your current situation? Why are you fucking condemning me? You can't. You want to have a baby in yours? He has a fear of that shit. Realistically, he sees them in numbers. You told me that in the beginning. You know how much it would cost to raise your 4 children plus mine? Well, that's very nice to consider that I have 4 children. You're considering the child support that neither of their fathers do, but I do quite well on my fucking income. Nobody said. And that's why I was sitting there listening to B. She's telling me all this. And I'm like, what did you want from him? And I'm trying to ask myself, because even though I told Bobby I didn't want anything from him, that's not true. Because the actual role that I wanted is that of a husband. And that's what I was trying to explain. But I didn't want it for the same reasons other people wanted it. Like, you go back to Patricia. That was really her name? Yeah, she had a fucking twin sister too that caught me off guard. There was 2 of those bitches. Really? Swear, God, I hate my life. Swear. Anyways. So funny. He might have been fucking both of them. I hate you. He wouldn't tell me the truth if I asked him. He told me he ate my dog. I couldn't believe a word that guy says. Anyways. I'm dying in my memories right now. I'm dying. Hold on. Patricia saw that we were like, because we were young, she saw that I was a spoiled, that, he was a good man to me and that, he took care of me and I had a good life because he was, the dope dealer. And so she was I don't know if she originally intended just so she could get high for free, but her intention was always to have him make him hers, or at least the side chick. And this was back then. We didn't have such things. There was like mistresses, or his fucking whatever. Sanchez is what they called shit like that, but it wasn't just a clear. The rules, give it time. People decided to really solidify this shit and put it in the Webster's dictionary. But that was her intentions, was to be on the side like that. And that's what I don't do with Bobby. I have no intention to play a side chick to you, bro. At all. But saying that I didn't want him to be that man I didn't see that man, and that's what he was like. Well, that role involves paying bills and doing all this shit and shit like that. I couldn't see that because the men in my life didn't do that shit. I mean, Devani did in the beginning when he was selling drugs, but then he just started using them and stuff. Like when I left him, that was it. I mean, that's not true. He sent me $50 like last year. Really? I was sitting next to my daughter and I was saying something about my situation and he sent me some money. He'll say it though. I fucking love her. That's my baby mama. I love her. I'm gonna give him the time of fucking day, dude. Realistically, not never. No. You wouldn't forgive him? I forgive you. It's all forgiving. It makes sense. We were kids, but I don't want to live in that, bro. And that's just it. I don't choose to relive that shit. You are a reminder of shit I choose to forget. I chose to forget you for a good reason. I know you just can't never forget me, but I'm currently have and working on completely forgetting you. It's my superpower, don't you know? I'm kind of losing it as I get, really? Yeah, something like that. So that's really what it is, the shadow work. And I mean, fuck. I that's really that's facing the internal truth is like she wanted to have something real with a person that really couldn't be that. And so did I. And I kept doing it and I keep doing it and I keep doing it and I keep doing it. He keeps coming around and I keep entertaining him until I realize it can't be real and then I get mad at him all over again. It's like I'm gonna try again. He's like, well, every time I come, you try to fucking marry me and have kids. Well, that's what I fucking said I wanted. Well, why does it have to start that way? Because that's where I want it to end. I was like, no, because before I knew better than to do it. So I wouldn't say it because I knew if I said certain things, you get all triggered and fucking run away. So I'm just going to start it that way. So you could just run away because it's the same thing. I want the same thing. Realistically, when I realized what I wanted, it didn't change later. I still wanted that from Russ. I still wanted that from Allie. I still wanted that from Lewis. I wanted that from Marshall. I know what I want, and that's because God gave me this want. I'm fucking terrified of it. It's not what I really want. Realistically, that's where you hear me fighting the internal me. I fucking hate man. I don't never want to do this. I can't believe I got to do this. But that's what the underneath all of that fear, that's the internal want, really. And that's stronger than the actual fears, obviously, because it fights through them every time. Now I can use these douchebags that terrify me to the extreme where I would never in general, I wouldn't try, but let alone for a guy like you. And I have to go even harder. And that's fighting the fears to the extreme to where, you know what I mean, breaking through the barriers of, still going after what I want, even though before I would deny myself. And that is the example of, Bobby. All logical reason I kept doing it, at least for as long as I could until it made me mentally ill. And I meet Tree. And Tree says I have to just give in to this feeling. Then I start to give into it and I get what I want, I suppose. Well, he gets what he wants. But he ghosts me, and I don't understand what has happened. And I still don't understand that until he does it again last year, at least 3 more times. Do I start to understand what this ghosting thing is that's happening right now? Really? Yeah, I couldn't figure that part out. That took me the longest. Well, really, I was trying to work on me. I'm not trying to figure out why you keep doing the weird shit you keep doing. I'm trying to figure out why I keep fucking running into you and why I'm doing the weird shit I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in me that wants to be with you and how and what it's going to do if I actually give into this. While the whole time I'm just fighting it. I hate this twin flame journey. Really? Yeah. And that's where I finally got with him. All right, all right, all right, all right. I just want to give in. I want to see what would happen if I just give in. So then I give in and I step outside of myself to let myself be free to do what it wants to do without the persecution of the situation that, oh, he's married and he's this and you can't make a long time and blah, blah, blah. So I break down all of the barriers of my limitations, what limits me from having this moment with him to see what happens in the moment that I'm actually going towards. What happens? I don't know. I keep going after him sexually. That's why I was like, if this is only sex, I feel like this could be easily redirected somewhere, don't you think? Realistically, no, but I can't. I don't feel like that somewhere else. I've never seen it come out nowhere else ever. Really, what is it about him? I couldn't tell you. He's plain Jane. I mean, he's got pretty eyes, but I don't know. They're like looking at his mom's eyes, so that's creepy. And then I think about his baby who has the same pretty eyes. So it's like all weird. Other than that, I don't know. He's just a dude. They all are, aren't they? What's pretty about Russ? His eyes. What's pretty about Marshall? His eyes. Shall we keep going? Oh, I like Ellie's curly hair, but it's pretty much his eyes. And that's it. Why? Because the eyes are the gateway to the soul. Realistically? Yeah. Hey, Logic, take your glasses off, please. You two over there, fucking Royce the 5'9", can you show them your pretty eyes? Show them the truth behind the fucking armor. Really? I don't know. On the outside, I don't know. What's so pretty about Lewis? I mean, Lewis is pretty. Lewis, are you doing Botox? My spirit told me. I was looking at a picture of you. I was like, your skin is too tight. You're putting Botox in there, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Small dosage. You can't have any body fat. Shut up, Lewis. Like you ain't got fucking wrinkles. Fucking come over here. You're a wrinkle in fucking time, Lewis Hamilton. Really? Yeah, going back to it. Anyway, so I'm facing a bunch of shadows and I didn't expect that. I just went out to have a cigarette and some lunch. And that's how it went. Now my daughter's here, so I'm gonna have to go get some food. Probably sit here with all these terrible feelings of everything I just poured out on this video. It was already brewing up. I had already told her I'd been through this. And she's not the last person this is gonna happen to. There's some dude right now that's cheating on his girl and is about to make another baby. And he currently isn't taking care of the baby he has with the other girl. Oh my God, is that you, Tree? You could have got that girl in Boulder fucking pregnant. He had just had a baby, dude, and he left his baby mama and he's out there sleeping with all these girls as he was selling dope and shit and being a big ass superstar rapper. Well, I mean, he wasn't, but he was for Denver. And so the bitches was all on his dick and shit, and he was just totally giving them the dick. But, unless you're shooting blanks, like, what the fuck, blank man? You could have made babies around here. You're gonna be fucking Nick Cannon over here, fucking Lil Wayne and shit, which is stupid. I go back to the original beginning. Does it make that big of a difference without the fucking rubber? Rubber ducky. Why is everything so sexual? Because I'm the goddess of sexuality. We're doing healing, sexual healing. It had nothing to do with me. It wasn't. I'm not doing nothing, bro. I took a shower. I ate some lunch and was ready to go to sleep. And she's like, "Let's smoke." And then she dropped her bomb on me. I told you this is not my circus, not my monkeys, but it's made for me to reflect, bro. Why? I've been you, and I have to go back to that place of a hurt version of myself that you're currently hurting for. Really? She won't even let herself hurt, but I'm gonna hurt for you. And that's where I get the healing and you just get fucked. Russ don't want to hurt about his feelings or about his situation, but it hurt me. Lewis don't want to be hurt about his situation, but I mean, I cry harder for them. I cry harder about your life because it's a reflection of my life. I feel more pain about your life than you ever will because I feel mine through you. The sad part is when I wake up out of this, you're still there hurting and I'm better. Really? That's the sad part about the twin flame journey. They said that, it would reflect our inner healing and we could heal ourselves and we could reflect that healed version back to our twin flame. And that would give them the power to face their fears and do the healing. It worked a little while. I seen it work with Marshall. I seen it work with Logic. They started to heal, but I think they went in. I mean, how many levels could you take, bitches? Seriously, Marshall kept up for maybe a year, but when his mom died, it was too much, I think. I think that's where he fell off, the shifts of time. I don't think he kept up his healing, to be honest. I don't know. You want to talk on this, Marshall Mathers? He was doing a lot of that, but then he became a grandfather, and at the same time, he lost his mother, and a lot of towers hit. And I don't think he went back to, I think he was just went back into survival mode and tried to stay in the present rather than going back to face the past, which sometimes all you can do is just stay in the present. You can't look any further than there. And during that time, I was, forced to go face mommy wounds with him and heal some of that shit. But I don't know where he fell off. I can tell you where Russ fell off. Russ fell off in the very beginning, bro, in Famanach. They all fell off and during certain layers. They couldn't take anymore. They wouldn't face themselves anymore. So as I sit here at the Principi with Wolfman, and you're about to enter it, do you have what it takes? Everybody speaks of shadow work, but nobody really talks about it. And that's what sets me apart. That's why I'm a million billionaire. That's why I'm famous. That's why I rule over all of this. Because I can actually show you what it is and walk you through it. But it's your shadow, not mine. I can see through yours. I can see through you to see mine. But can you see through me to see yours? That's the mirror work. And ultimately, can you feel? Can you feel your experiences? Or you have to keep running from them or reliving them until you learn to feel them. This isn't going to feel good. You have to go through the bad feelings to get the good ones. Really? Yeah. None of this in which I brought out the Buddha card, but I have his book here, and I know we're supposed to read about causation. And that's just it. Is like, that's what I told her. I was like, for me, it's like the fucking slipper was put on the other foot. And that's what karma is. You don't understand that. I can see it play out in this life, but from past lives. It's like now you're going to see what it means to be the other person. Really? I don't know if the girls that were chasing my men were in love with them the way that I love Bobby. And I asked him to face that and address that. What would happen if you told her the truth? That there is a woman that is madly in love with me, that I met before you, and she wants to love me, and I want to see where this goes. Because that's what I want. And I keep telling him that. I don't want your fucking money. I don't want you to buy me a house. I don't want any of that. I want to love you. And that's where it gets creepy because he's like, well, what does that look like? I was like, I don't fucking know. And then I try to explain it, and then it turns all cringe when you put those kind of things into words. It becomes very Shakespearean. Sounds like shit, is what it sounds like. I want to fucking give you baths, and I want to fucking cuddle, and I want to go on long rides, and I just want to spend all my time with you. Doesn't mean all that stupid shit. I don't want you to buy me shit and shit. None of that shit. That's how other girls saw it. They were given this perception, this fairy tale. I don't know, maybe their moms told them or they saw it on TV that I'm going to have a man that buys me a beautiful house and he's going to take care of me and he's going to all these things. It's a woman's perception, just not mine. It's a lot of women's fairy tales, just not mine. I didn't want a man to take care of me. I wanted a man to love me. And that could be serious daddy issues in that sense. I'm not really sure. I wasn't looking for protection or provider. I was looking for love. And that is like, divine feminine shit. I'm asking for feelings out of non feeling men, or of men that deny their feelings, or are filled with some of the worst feelings. You're asking a rage machine to love you? No, he's really loving. He's full of love. Come here, Marshall. Show him how loving you are. No, that's not on the outside. And that's where you fall in love with potential. He has the potential to be the most loving man ever. Do you hear the words that are coming out of his mouth? You're not helping the cause. Because just kidding. You're giving off a vibe here, dude, that nobody wants to date you. And I'm the only one dumb enough because God said. And that's where I go back to it. Hey, you fucking lunatics, it was God. I was even smarter than that. I was using my whole brain power not to give into this feeling. It wasn't of my mind, douchebags. Realistically, no. My mind is always telling me no for all obvious reasons. And that's where I hurt your feelings. I'm like, any logical woman would know better than to fuck with you. Realistically, logically speaking. I gotta go. We gotta move on. Let's see what's in here. Gosh. I know, right? We're gonna go. I know, see? I got the look. That's all they asked me to do around here is feed them. What's that? The picture of that guy sitting. Who's that? Which guy? Who's sitting? There's a guy sitting in there. Oh, you mean Buddha or the card from earlier, which was just a kid? Or could be. Is that a man or a woman? It's just a kid. Really? Yeah, it's from earlier. You're gonna have to catch my earlier video. Well, that's what shadow work is, and it's disgusting. I have some of the best shadows. People come over just for the to hear my dirty stories. They don't actually come to actually cry and have a thought on their own fucking life. They just want to hear how fucked up mine is. Well, whatever makes you come over here, I suppose. Again, that goes back to why I'm rich and famous. People will pay to hear this stupid shit. Why? Because you can't make this stupid shit up. It's terrible. But all of that stupid shit makes me the wonderful person I am. It's despite that, and that's what to show is the glory of God is you can take a terrible life and still be something amazing. And there's a lot of these people that use their past as a fucking crutch or as an excuse as to why they're a terrible person. No, you don't know what happened in my childhood, and you don't know how my mom treated me, and my dad wasn't there, and my ex cheated on me, and the government fucking ruined me, and bro. And that's where I can show is like, dude, the world's been terrible to me and everybody's betrayed me and everything has been bad. But that doesn't give me excuse to be a bad person, nor does it do you. Realistically, I mean, it doesn't. I could use this as an excuse and say this is why I'm a bitch. Let me tell you why I'm a bitch. And I'm allowed to be a bitch because you know what? Fuck them. And that's where it is. I could, but then I'm just like you. It's justifying my wicked heart because of its the coldness of my heart because of how cold the world has been. That's not cool, bro. And going back to Marshall, I think we broke through and you can see it as like, he had to warm up a little bit to the fact of how cold he's been. Really? Yeah. And it's just shadow work. And it's painful. And that's my shadow work through somebody else's, and she is too. She's facing the shadows of her younger self that already went through this, and now she's got to hopefully be stronger than she was last time and not do what she did last time when she found out that, you know what I mean, her man got another dude or another chick pregnant. Really? What did I do? I handled it well. I tried to handle it as an adult, and I always did the second time. But I knew what was going on. It was a different situation. He had came back. This was after the kidnapping, after a lot of time. I'm in the church and stuff. He had came back and he wanted to work things out, but I told him that we couldn't be together out of wedlock. I was that deep in the church. I was like, if you want to be with me, we have to get married. Really? Same thing. I was very strict to it. And I was like, and we're not having sex and you're not going to be smoking weed and none of that shit. So, we played the game and he played the game as well as he could until we got married and whatnot. And that's how that worked. And before we got married, he told me about fucking what is her name? I can't remember her name. Amy. That's her name. Told me about Amy. He said, while I was down there when I took Amelia, which was during the kidnapping, I was messing around with this girl, this married chick, and she's pregnant and she thinks that it might be mine. And I'm like, oh shit. He tells me this before we're about to get married. So I sit on it for a minute and then we contact her. I decided that the best thing to do is contact her and I'm about to marry him and I need to figure out, if this is something that he's got to deal with in our future. And she says at that point, she's like, no, I'm not going to tell my husband. And even if it is the case, I don't want him to be part of the life. So we just left that alone. But that's not what happened later. Where's your school? Sorry, if I don't answer it, it just keeps calling. That wasn't the case later. Later she wanted to play like, when he would break up with me and run down to Oklahoma because that's where his family was. He would like she tried to be like, "Oh, you want to see the baby and you want to be it." So she started playing games and trying to, bring him in, but he was never even that for my kids, so he wasn't very useful on that end. And she was playing with fucking fire. Her husband ended up leaving her. She turned into a lesbian. She has all these kids with different. It's a whole fucking shit fest. But when I went down there because she had made it a big deal, extended myself multiple times to allow her child to be around my child. Really crazy situation, true story. I went down there one Christmas and she came over for Christmas. I had gotten her some stuff and she didn't want to leave and she asked Amy if she could spend the night. So his kid spent the night with me and my kids over at Mr. Plum's for Christmas. Are you serious? I swear. It was maybe a day or two before Christmas, but she came over and she was playing with my kids and she was having such a great time. My kids didn't like her. They did not have nice things to say about her after she left. Really? Yeah, they didn't like her, but she liked them. And truthfully, she knew the truth that these were her true brother and sisters, that they had the same father. So this was good for her because the other kids, she had foster kids that she had taken in, and then her other kids had a father of their own. The father still treated, her like his, but she knew the truth. So now she's around my kids, which she knows are her true brother and sister. So I think she felt a certain case of comfortability. Not to mention, she looks just like CJ. It's like a girl version. Like these two look like fucking twins. It's creepy as fuck. She's right in between the ages of them. Really? Swear. So Milia's, how old are you? 14. So that means Michaela's 13 and CJ's no, Michaela's you're 15. 15, 14, 13. They're right in between each other. For 1 month out of the year, both of them are the same age, CJ and Michaela, because I think her birthday's in May and hers is in June, something like that, something crazy like that. Realistically, yeah. So I try to extend that to where at least when these later on in life, they can find each other. There's not weirdness for them to be brothers and sisters, despite him not being a father and us not being having anything to do. So I did that multiple times when I would go down to Oklahoma. I would align them so that they could be together. But the last time I was there, I felt no obligation to do such things. Really? No, because I felt like I was the only one extending. And I knew for sure she knew I was in town. She was a stalker, 100%. So in the case, this was her opportunity to extend the same, you know what I mean, decency, and she did not. We lived there in that town for quite some time, and she never showed up and said, "Hey," but she knew I was there. It's a small town. Really? Yeah. So I just ended that. But that's what I told B. I was like, none of this matters. In the end, all that's going to matter is if she has a brother or sister out of this. That woman means nothing to you. His relationship to that woman means nothing to you. Your competitiveness to get him to be a better father here when he already isn't exhibiting it or thinking he's going to be a better father there, that means nothing. I was like, the quicker that you can that you can stop thinking about a future with him, the quicker you'll realize there's other men out there chasing you. And right then, Ani was telling her the same thing. I think he has like a secret crush on her. Really? Who's that security guard? It's like you're so focused on something that doesn't want you that you don't see behind you all the people that do want you. You never even considered them because all you've been thinking about is how to make this work. You never even considered that there's somebody behind you that wants to work with you. And that's what I tried to explain to her, and that's my own understanding. And that's where you just cut yourself off to possibilities. Well, this didn't work, so that means nothing will work. And as you're sitting there saying, I don't want to date and stuff, there's still that girl listening to you, that friend that wants to be that person. Realistically, yeah, but you keep saying you don't want someone, so they're like, well, I better not. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. Really? Seeing my best friend's wedding and that. Yeah, shadow work. Fuck. Really? Somebody's going to tell you a story that's going to remind you of some shit that happened to you. Are you going to fuel their fire to be like, yeah, that happened to me. Let's get them. That means you're both unhealed. This isn't good. And that's where people don't like me. I'm not going to sink to your level. I'm going to make you rise out of this. Why? Because I have to. I can't leave you here, and I can't influence bad. You know what I mean? I can't. I can't sit here and get angry with you when I know you need to be sad. Really? Yeah. I can't feel your anger. And every time you get angry, I got to remind you you're sad. Why? Because that anger is not going to do you any good. Ask Marshall Mathers. That sadness, bro, if you can deal with that, bro, you'll be set straight. She has every right to be sad, but she won't let herself be sad about what happened. And the fact that it didn't just happen once, it happened twice. When it re-happens in your life, you really think it's all your fault. There must be something wrong with me. It's not. I mean, in essence, you could say there's something wrong with all of us dumb bitches that let this happen. But this is just life for bitches. Men have their own shit too. Realistically, there's a guy looking down at his dick and he's not happy with the size of it. And that's us women. As I thought about that, I was like, that's how we be looking at ourselves like, I don't like my stomach. I don't like this. And they're over there looking at their dick like, why don't you just be bigger? We're like looking at our stomach like, why can't you just be smaller? I thought it was funny. Realistically, it was a thought. You never think about men and how they feel about their body, what they don't like, unless they're out there broadcasting it, and that's a little awkward. But you're allowed to feel insecure about the body you wear, not be pleased with it, or think that it's not good enough in comparison to someone else's. I don't think fucking Lewis's dick looks much bigger when it's just hanging there like that. Lewis, you want to whip your dick out and tell us? Fucking Marshall wants to tell you about his 12 inches of wood. Whatever. He wish he could. You and the lotion. He puts the lotion on his skin. Sorry, you're so dirty. I know. The dirty dozen. Easy does it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go get some snacks and move on now. Really? Yeah, enough shadow work. Deal with yours. I'll show you mine all the time. As soon as they come up to the surface, I got to deal with them. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and go upstairs and cry and feel bad for myself and feel humiliated and be angry and do all of the feelings that you don't want to feel in your room. I'll go do in mine. And then we'll see who feels better later. Really? Hey, good luck. Really? Some of you don't have any shadows at all. Perhaps there's people out there that have perfect little lives and they never had any kind of fucking distortion or tragedy or anything, toxicity, any kind of drugs, alcohol, death, any kind of tower. They never lost a job. They never had a hardship in their life. What are you doing over here? Are you trying to learn something? I guess if you've never seen anything bad, you really like to watch the bad. I think that's bad for you. I don't know. What are you going to do for us? How can a non-suffering person help a suffering person? You can't. So you just like the story of hearing how we suffer mentally, emotionally, physically, the long-term effects, how it's currently happening in real life? Is this a reality show to you or just a reality check? I'm just saying. The point is I like to sadly believe that most of the people that God brings to me are unhappy people, and my job is to help them to recognize what areas of their life they're unhappy and face this unhappiness. Otherwise, I don't understand what you're doing here. Can you tell me what you're doing? Just start walking around the crowd. What brings you to my station? I like your memes. I like your shorts. Oh, okay. That's pretty much 90% of the people that are here. I'm not here for the tragic shit. I don't like all that sexual shit. I don't like you cursing at Jesus. I don't believe in witchcraft. Were you talking to aliens? I don't believe in tarot. What the fuck are you doing on my channel? And yet it keeps growing. Stop telling people about me that don't understand me. I guess they'll get an understanding. Hey, I love you guys. Good luck with shadow work on Wednesday. We got much more of it come Friday. Really? Sucks to be her. Hey, I love you guys. Hi everyone in the comments. Love and blessings. That's awesome. I love you too. Can you say that to people? I love you. I say it so freely, and I really mean it. Really, I'll look you deep in your eyes and tell you, make you feel very uncomfortable. I have God's love, and I can give it to you. I could just get out of the way. Hey, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Laters, haters. Let's go to the store.